The drone industry is currently standing on the edge of what might be its most massive shift in years. We are entering a phase that isn't just about small upgrades or slightly better cameras, but about completely rethinking how we capture the world from the sky. If you have been following the rumors, the whispers, and the insider chatter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The DJI Avata 360 is no longer just a concept or a wild guess. We finally have what looks like tangible proof. Real-world images have leaked, bundle details are surfacing, and the specs we are seeing are pointing toward a device that could redefine everything we know about FPV flying and immersive content creation. This isn't just another drone launch. This feels like the moment where the rules of the game are about to change. For months, we have had nothing but speculation. We saw some conceptual renders here and there, and we heard people talking about what might be coming next. But now, the conversation has intensified because we are looking at actual photographs. We are seeing accessory layouts, controller compatibility lists, and even regional pricing structures that look very official. All of this strongly suggests that this aircraft is nearing its official launch. It is an exciting time because the broader UAV market has already been evolving at such an aggressive pace. In just the last few years, we have seen major upgrades like omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, LiDAR-assisted navigation, and smarter subject tracking. We have seen extended transmission ranges and battery lives that just keep getting better. But despite all those incremental improvements, the single biggest paradigm shift has clearly been the rise of true 360-degree aerial platforms. This trend of spherical capture didn't start with DJI. It began gaining serious momentum when competitors started introducing drones designed to record everything around them simultaneously. This forced the established brands to accelerate their own development timelines. It appears that this competitive pressure directly influenced the roadmap for the Avata 360. Earlier leaks suggested that development was already well underway when rival products were announced, which likely prompted strategic decisions to leak certain details early to signal that DJI was still the technological leader. Now that we have these latest images, they validate many of those earlier rumors. We are looking at a compact FPV-style drone that appears flatter, longer, and significantly more aerodynamic than previous generations. When you look closely at the leaked design, you see redesigned four-blade propellers and reinforced propeller guards. There are lens protection protrusions that seem inspired by crash-resistant designs and a camera protection system that is clearly optimized for close proximity flying. This is a drone built for indoor environments and high-risk cinematic maneuvers. It looks tough, and it looks ready for action. The leaked Fly More combo image gives us even more clues. It reveals a color-matched ecosystem, which includes a more rounded and compact multi-battery charging hub capable of holding 3 intelligent flight batteries. We see a redesigned carrying solution and updated documentation. But the most important reveal here is the confirmation of RC2 controller support. This is huge because it strongly implies full compatibility with the latest O4 transmission technology. If you're a pilot, you know why O4 is a big deal. It delivers lower latency, higher bitrate video, and significantly improved signal stability over long distances. Another leaked image showing the powered-on controller screen reinforces this. It displays a rear view of the drone in FPV mode without the battery attached. This clearly indicates that when you're operating in standard FPV configuration, only the forward-facing lens is active, while the rear lens remains disabled. This confirms a dual-personality approach. This aircraft is designed to switch seamlessly between traditional FPV flight and full spherical capture. It is like having 2 entirely different tools in one single airframe. One of the most intriguing elements of this new design is how the safety systems are expected to function. We can see dedicated forward sensors, but it appears highly likely that the dual 180-degree lenses themselves will double as optical sensors. They will likely work in tandem with LiDAR and infrared modules to create an omnidirectional awareness bubble. This would function during automated or stabilized flight modes, enabling advanced obstacle avoidance even when you're capturing 360-degree footage. If this turns out to be true, it would be a major leap forward in autonomous aerial safety. You wouldn't just be flying blind. The drone would actively help you avoid crashes in complex environments. Now, let's talk about money, because the pricing leaks add another layer of insight into how this drone is being positioned. Chinese market listings are suggesting an entry-level package containing just the drone and a single battery priced around the equivalent of $450. This is a surprisingly aggressive figure that undercuts many earlier predictions. Of course, global pricing is expected to be higher once you factor in taxes, logistics, and regional margins. We are likely looking at something closer to $500 for the base unit. Then you have the mid-tier bundle, which includes the RC2 controller and one battery. That is estimated to be around $600 domestically and potentially around $700 internationally. For the serious enthusiasts, the higher-end Fly More and FPV Focus bundles are where things get interesting. These kits, which include multiple batteries, charging hubs, carrying cases, goggles, and motion controllers, are expected to approach the $1,000 range globally. This aligns with existing pricing strategies for premium FPV systems. These different bundles clearly signal that the Avata 360 is not really aimed at casual beginners. It is targeted at creators who already understand aerial filming, dynamic flight, and post-production workflows. This is a tool for people who want to create professional-grade content. The reason this drone is aimed at pros is because of its headline-grabbing feature, the true 360-degree capture mode. In this mode, the gimbal reorients so that two ultra-wide lenses face upward and downward. Each lens captures roughly 180 degrees at high resolution. Then the onboard AI stitches these feeds together into a single, invisible drone 8K spherical video. This allows creators to reframe their shots in post-production. You can generate cinematic camera movements after the flight has already happened. You can produce immersive VR-ready content based on leaked specifications and parallels with existing 360 cameras. Each lens is expected to deliver 4K capture individually. This enables that combined 8K, recording it up to 50 frames per second. Imagine the possibilities with that kind of resolution. You could also take ultra-high-resolution panoramic stills that could exceed 100 megapixels. But even if you just stick to the single-lens FPV mode, the output is still impressive. You're looking at 5K video at high frame rates and detailed still photography. This makes the drone versatile enough to replace both an FPV platform and a dedicated 360 camera in certain workflows. You don't need to carry two drones anymore. This one machine does it all. And transmission performance is another critical upgrade area. The move from earlier systems to O4 Plus could extend the effective range from roughly 13 kilometers to as much as 20 kilometers under ideal conditions. More importantly than just range, O4 Plus delivers cleaner, more responsive live video feeds. This is absolutely essential for high-speed FPV flying. When you're doing precision maneuvers or confident long-range exploration, you need to trust your video feed completely. Battery life is also expected to see a modest improvement. Leaked labels suggest endurance is increasing from approximately 23 minutes to around 25 minutes. This is accompanied by a slight weight increase to roughly 400 grams. This feels like a reasonable trade-off given the added sensors, the dual-lens camera system, and the more powerful processing hardware required for real-time stitching and obstacle detection. Internal storage is also rumored to receive a substantial boost. We might see a jump from under 50 gigabytes to around 128 gigabytes, with microSD expansion remaining available. This is a necessary upgrade considering the massive file sizes generated by 8K 360-degree footage. You're going to need all the space you can get. When it comes to flight behavior, the Avata 360 is expected to offer multiple personalities. You will have stabilized modes with full sensor assistance, active tracking, gestu, recontrol, and voice commands. There's even talk of Wi-Fi operation and wearable-based control concepts. But for the purists, there is the fully manual FPV mode. In this mode, all safety systems are disabled to give skilled pilots complete freedom. This mode will require a dedicated FPV controller sold separately, reinforcing the idea that this aircraft is designed for experienced users. It is for those who want total control and are comfortable with risk. It requires knowledge of advanced editing and powerful computing requirements to handle the footage. When you consider all of these elements together, from the leaked images and pricing to the confirmed controller compatibility, camera specifications, transmission upgrades, and safety innovations, it becomes increasingly clear that the Avata 360 is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious drones ever introduced. In my opinion, this drone represents the future of immersive aerial storytelling. It pushes the technology into the mainstream while still preserving the adrenaline and creative freedom that FPV pilots crave. It opens the door to entirely new visual styles and production techniques. It creates cinematic possibilities for professionals, enthusiasts, and content creators who are ready to embrace the next evolution of drone technology. This isn't just an upgrade. It is a new way to see the world. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on this game-changing tech.